The young escapologist from the 1860s was not a mischievous or rebellious child, but rather a skilled performer in an era when stage entertainment was evolving. During this time, escape acts and circus performances gained popularity, with children often trained from a young age to perform daring stunts. These young escapologists would demonstrate agility, flexibility, and problem-solving skills, often imitating the great illusionists and magicians of their time. Their acts symbolized both the wonder of the era and the harsh reality that child performers were often subjected to rigorous training and sometimes dangerous conditions. Walter Yeo, an English sailor, is known as one of the first recipients of advanced plastic surgery using the skin flap technique in 1910. During World War I, he suffered severe facial injuries, particularly to his eyelids, while serving aboard HMS Warspite. Surgeon Harold Gillies, considered the father of modern plastic surgery, performed a pioneering procedure by grafting skin flaps onto Yeo's face, helping to reconstruct his features. This surgery marked a breakthrough in reconstructive techniques and laid the foundation for modern plastic surgery, offering hope to countless disfigured soldiers. The Esso Hibernia was a large oil tanker built at the Swan Hunter shipyard in Wallsend, England in 1970. It was constructed during a time when supertankers were becoming essential for global oil transportation. The vessel was owned by Esso, now ExxonMobil, and was part of a fleet designed to carry massive amounts of crude oil across international waters. Swan Hunter, a historic British shipyard, was renowned for its advanced engineering and shipbuilding expertise. The Esso Hibernia was a symbol of industrial power, showcasing the peak of British maritime engineering before the decline of large-scale shipbuilding in the UK. The phrase "crime and punishment China, 1900" likely refers to the legal and judicial practices in China during the late Qing dynasty. During this period, the Chinese legal system was based on Confucian principles, emphasizing collective responsibility and strict punishments to maintain social order. Common forms of punishment included flogging, cangi, wooden collar, exile, and, in extreme cases, execution by beheading or lingqi, death by 1,000 cuts. These punishments were often carried out publicly as a deterrent. The early 1900s were also marked by foreign influence and internal unrest, which contributed to legal reforms in the later years of the Qing dynasty. The tramp chair was a harsh and humiliating punishment device used in the late 19th century, particularly in the U.S. and Canada, to detain beggars, vagrants, and petty criminals. Introduced around 1899, this iron restraining chair was designed to publicly display and discourage vagrancy. Those locked in it, often for up to 10 hours, suffered extreme discomfort and humiliation. While authorities claimed it was a deterrent, critics saw it as inhumane and degrading. Over time, such public shaming punishments were phased out, replaced by more formal judicial processes. In the early 20th century, England saw a rise in industrial efficiency, but some traditional practices remained bizarre. Sheer madness likely refers to a strange or extreme event involving sheep shearing, barbers, or even public humiliation. During this period, forced haircuts were sometimes used as punishment or as a symbol of social conformity. Whether it was a protest, an accident, or a peculiar tradition, this moment captured the absurdity of a rapidly changing society, one that struggled to balance modern advancements with old customs. This historical image appears to depict a form of punishment or detainment from the late 19th or early 20th century. The men are suspended in large cloth sacks from a wall, possibly as a form of public humiliation or temporary imprisonment. This practice has been associated with China around the 1900s, during a period of strict law enforcement and harsh punishments for criminals, beggars, or vagrants. During the construction of the Crooked River Bridge in Oregon around 1911, workers faced extreme conditions, including commuting to work on a 350-foot rope ladder. This perilous journey was necessary due to the steep canyon walls and lack of modern scaffolding or safety measures. The bridge, an engineering marvel of its time, required immense physical endurance and bravery from laborers who risked their lives daily to complete the structure.